Good morning student, welcome back to Atmiya Green School, Jhadeshwar Bharuch. Jai Swaminarayan, this is Swati Sharma, class 8 maths, and it's our new chapter, that is data handling. I think it's well known word for you, data handling, and you learn about it from standard 5th, okay, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. This is well known topic to you. Okay, now let's revise what is data. Data is a collection of information. Okay, data is collection of information. Now what type of information you have to collect? Suppose we need to study improvement in academic level of girls student in a particular state in India. In order to get useful and meaningful result from the study, it is important that first we clearly understand what kind of data we need to exactly answer. The problem here, we need to define as to what academic level of girls student are we going to study. To measure general improvement in academic level of girls student in that state, it is going to be number of girls student who have passed 8th class, number of those who have passed 10th class, or number of girls those who have passed 12th class. Suppose that for our study we consider 10th pass as the minimum academic level that will be serve the purpose of our study. Look at the different type of data collection listed below. Suppose percentage of all students who pass 10th class in the whole country. Next is percentage of all the students who pass 10th class in that particular state. Okay, what type of data you choose, that is important. Okay, number of girls student who appeared for 10th class exam during the current year, percentage of girls student who passed the 10th class exam in the last 10 year in that state, means that particular state. Suppose we want to collect the data for girls student for last 10 year, okay, who passed 10th class. So it is very large data. Okay, number of girls student admitted to 11th class in that state during the last 10 year. So this type of data is very large data, because we have talking about whole state or whole country. So this type of data means, this type of information means particular information we want. If we want particular information about something, that is called data. Okay, and what do you mean by data collection? Need intelligent planning to decide what and how much data is to be collected. Okay, first of all, data collection need intelligent planning to decide what and how much data is to be collected. Understand, this is a planning. Okay, now what is raw data? Raw data means the information collected direct from the source is called raw data. If information collected direct from the source is called raw data. Okay, the information collected in all such cases called data. Data is usually collected in the context of the situation that we want to study. For example, a teacher may like to know the average height of a student in her class. To find this, she will write the height of all students in her class. This means she go and individually collect the data, that is called raw data. Understand, individually collection means she go and collect the data direct from the source, that is called raw data or primary data. Understand, now we are, if we want to represent it graphically, Then in your previous class you have learned it's you have denoted represented by pictograph, by telemark, by bar graph or double bar graph. Okay, so in your book it is, see, if graphically representation, first of all is pictograph, and in pictograph you have, first of all you have write the scale of the data. See here you have write the scale, means one car is equal to 100. If in July month there are 2.5 car, then it is 250. 3 car total is 3 into 100, that is 300. 4 car, that is 4 into 100, that is 400. Okay, so this type you have to decide. This is your pictograph representation of any data. Okay, understand? Now a bar graph, you usually know what is bar graph. A display of information using bar of uniform width, their height being proportional to the respective value, is called bar graph. Okay, understand what is bar graph? Bar graph is a uniform width, their uniform width, okay, their height being proportional to the respective value. Understand? So now what we have learned, data is the collection of required information of or fact. It may be collection of number, figure, word or symbol. Understand? What is raw data? Since means raw data means that is collected direct from the source. Okay, now raw data, this is an initial collection of observation in an ungained from. This data is called raw data. Observation, mark obtained by each student in an item in the data, called an observation. It is also called a variable, as it is value is different for different student. Okay, suppose you have obtained some marks in class test. Now it's your individual marks. Okay, and for teacher, if the class with his 30 student is in one class is 30 student, then teachers have to organize that data, how many is passed, how many is good, how many is very good, how many is less than good. Okay, so it decide by teacher, and it वो कैसे डिसाइड करेगी? टू ऑर्गेनाइज दैट डेटा. ओके, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ डेटा. वी कैन नॉट एनालिसिस द डेटा or make meaningful prediction unless the data is properly organized. Okay, if teacher is right only the marks for all of all students, she didn't know how many student is good, how many is better, and how many is excellent student. Okay, so first of all she have to organize that data. Okay, now this is done by arranging the data in either ascending order or either descending order. Then it is very easy to see how many students are good, better, excellent, and how many is want to improvement. Okay, so it is if the data is organized, then it is easy to see. Okay, now what is range? Okay, what is range? The difference between the highest and the lowest value of the observation is in the data is called range of the data. What is range of the data? The information difference between the highest and the lowest value of the observation in the data is called range of the data. Means, what do you mean by range? Range means highest observation minus lowest observation. Highest observation minus lowest observation is called range of the data. Understand? Now, and you very well know how to represent the bar graph. Okay, bar graph, you know the width of the bar is the same and the distance between two bar graph is same. Okay, and if the bar graph is here, see the bar graph. In this example, you have give academic year and number of student in class 8. Okay, total 350 student he is given, and year 2003, 4, 2004, 5, 2005, 6, 2006 and 7 and 8. Bar are of equal width and equal gap in between. Okay, now what is the information is given? What is the information is given? Means number of student in this academic year, how many students are in class 8. Okay, now in which year is the increase in number of student maximum? So which year? In 2007-8. In which year is the number of student maximum? Which year? 7-8. Now state whether it's true or false. The number of students during 2005-6 is twice that 2003-4. 2005-6 how many number of student are here? 250 and 3-4 में कितने हैं? Only 100. Okay, so twice हो रहे हैं 2005-6 में, 2003-4 के उसमें no, it's false because it's more than twice. Okay, 100 का कितना होता है? डबल 200 ही होगा. Okay, now double bar graph or a bar graph showing two set of data simultaneously it is used for comparison of data. It is used for comparison of data. Okay, it's a double bar graph. Okay, we already study about double bar graph and bar graph in class 7. Okay, now and also in our previous classes we learn about organization of data, raw data, primary data, secondary data. Now what do you mean by secondary data? Data does not, if we collect data does not from direct from the source, that is called secondary data. Suppose you have collect some information from Google, from news channel, from newspaper, that is called secondary data because you didn't go and collected data direct from source. Okay, now and in our last class in 7th standard we have learned about arithmetic mean. What do you mean by mean of data? Means sum of all observation upon number of observation is called arithmetic mean of the data. And you know what is median of the data? Mean, median and mode, these three are central tendency of to find central tendency of any data. Okay, central value of any data, and it's depend upon the condition which central tendency you use, mean, median और mode. Okay, इन तीनों में से आप किसे यूज़ करोगे वो उस कंडीशन पर डिपेंड करता है. बिकॉज मीन अलग कंडीशन के लिए यूज़ होता है, मीडियन अलग कंडीशन के लिए यूज़ होता है और मोड अलग कंडीशन के लिए यूज़ होता है. अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ in this chapter we have learned about frequency. If we organize the data from telemarks, see here one example is here, one example is given for you. See, this is example. Okay, subject telemarks, number of student, how many student like art, that is 7, mathematics 5, science 6 and English 4. Means how many students like the particular subject. Okay, now this is called the frequency. This is known as frequency of the subject. Means frequency give the number of time that a particular entry occurs. Okay, what do you mean by frequency? That means how many time that particular entry is occur, that is called frequency. Understand? Means The number of time observation occur in a particular class is called the frequency of that class. In this case, the number of students who got mark within a particular class give the frequency. Understand? Okay, that is called frequency. Frequency of a student who like English is 4 and frequency of a student who like mathematics is 5. The table made is known as frequency distribution table, as it gives the number of times an entry occur. Understand? This is called frequency table. Okay, understand? Now we have see what is group of data. Okay, see here, if data is given, okay, there is 60 student, okay, who get marks for mathematics, okay, and you have to denote it in a frequency distribution table. Now it is very hard to organize because there is 7 not only 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, it is 60 students, okay, who obtain marks out of 50. Okay, if we make a frequency distribution table for each observation, then the table would be too long. It is too long और बहुत बड़ा बन जाएगा. Then what can you do? You can do something, means you can group the data. Okay, means you have to group it. Total marks is 50, so you have group the data 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. How many students got 0 to 10 marks? How many students are got 10 to 20? How many get 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50? Okay, so it will make your observation or frequency distribution easy. Okay, so let's see here it is given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40, 50, 50 to 60. Total students 60 and your table is in short way, छोटा सा बन जाएगा और बहुत ऑर्गेनाइज वे में दिखेगा. ओके, डेटा represented in this manner is said to be grouped and the distribution obtained is called grouped frequency distribution. It's called group frequency distribution. Understand? Okay, so in this class I will stop the topic, and in our next lecture we have start class interval or group frequency distribution. Okay, have a good day.